Hi everyone. I've got a new set of paints today. Brusho Crystal Colour by Colourcraft. I've seen a few tutorials on YouTube, and because I was recommended to me by fellow artist Anne, so thank you, Anne. And I thought, you know what? Rather than see someone who's been using something for ages, let me sit in your position today. And so basically what you're going to see is me using them for the very first time. So I've got no idea how this is going to pan out. So first of all, I have on latex free gloves. The reason why is because I saw in a couple of tutorials some of the ladies had really bad stained fingers, and I don't particularly want to have loads of stained fingers. So this is why I'm wearing them. Now, I was quite surprised when the box came. I got them from Amazon. And I thought the box was going to be bigger, but once all the pots came out, I was quite pleased. So you can see the size of them. As you can see, completely unopened at the moment. So what I've done here, if I get a new set of pencils or pens, whatever, I like to make a little colour chart up so that when I go to use them, I know how they're going to be working. So what I've done here is I've taken all the pots out, and on this piece of paper, you can see that I've actually written the names of the paints, so that then when I look back, when I'm doing future artwork, I'll be able to see instantly what colour would be the best one for me. Now, I've seen, most people on YouTube, they don't actually open it, or if they have opened it, you can't see it, but I'm not going to open these. I'm just going to make a little hole at the top. Now, if you look carefully, hopefully you can see it, there's a little circle in the middle. I've got a compass, so I'm just going to make a hole in the top, because everyone says you only need a tiny little bit. So if you're squirmish, you might want to look away now. I don't know. Although that was quite easy to do. I'm just going to give that a bit of a wiggle as well. So I'm just going to, before I do anything, I'm going to quickly do that in each of the paints. I'm making sure I keep them all in the right place. I think one downside of Brusho paints from my point of view is I don't always want to wear glasses, and every paint pot is the same colour, so I think it wouldn't have, even if it cost a couple of extra pence, it would have been nice to have seen some kind of indication on the pot as to what colour is inside. So I will probably use a marker pen or something myself to enable me to make it easier for me for in the future. Every single one's got a hole now. So the first thing I'm going to do is, because there's different ways of using Brusho paints, is I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit next to each of the like this one's dark brown, so I will just sprinkle just a little bit. That's how I do. I don't want to do too much. I just want to have a little idea. I might need to make these holes a bit bigger. Yeah, let's make them a bit bigger. Quite funny, you know, because it says this is leaf green, but when you look at it, it's actually red. So if you're like me and you usually got glasses on, seeing the colour come on the paper wouldn't actually help you to realise you'd picked up the wrong one, which would be disastrous in the middle of an art project. Suddenly, you know, you could be doing the ocean or something. You think you've picked up ultramarine blue, and you've actually picked up orange or something, or worse still, black. As you can see, it's not as easy as it sounds. Just give it a little bit of a sprinkle. Perhaps that black doesn't want to come out. Good advertising for your Colourcraft. See that? That's better. That one is definitely not wanting to play ball. It's a yellow. Leaf green came out a reddy, orangey colour. I wonder what colour yellow will come out. Ah. Oh, I never would have guessed that would have been yellow. Very dark colour, reddy colour. Ultramarine. See that, to me, looks the same as black. Right down here we've got lemon. And again, it's come out a reddy colour. Seeing we've got all these oranges, it makes me wonder what colour the orange will come out. Dark reddy colour. Turquoise. Oh, I must admit, I'm sad. I was really pleased when I saw that there was turquoise in there, because I love the colour turquoise in artwork. Right. And purple. I love purple. One of my favourite colours. Brilliant red now. Really good if you want to paint a post box or paint the lady with a red umbrella. And this one's scarlet. Might want to be doing a nice butterfly or something. That's it. So let's see if I can get a bit more of that black out before I put any water to it. Let's see what's going on here. Ah, that's better. And then let's see if I can get a bit more of this lemon out. Now, if you watch all the things on YouTube, and whenever you're buying it, it's better. You see lots of spritzer bottles that you can buy. Basically, I've gone for the Derwent one because otherwise I would have been buying 3 for $5.99. I'll buy 1, I think it was $2.99. Not being a cheapskate, it's just that at the moment I'm just starting out. I don't see the point in buying 3 bottles when I might be able to get away with 1. I've also brought as well some of them wax resist sticks. But remember when you was a kid, when you used a candle? I reckon you could probably get away with using a candle as well. It just looks waxy to me, so I'll leave one of them out in case I need it. I believe in trying to get things cheap if you can. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a little spray. I'm not going to spray too much onto each of the sets of dust that I've put down. So let's have a look, see what happens. Exciting times, drum roll please. 2 squirts. Oh wow. Look at that. as you can see, where I've been shaking it, some of the colours must have gone over, especially in the leaf green. Well, that looks pretty exciting, doesn't it? I see what they mean now when they say, you know, you can create like firework kind of effect. So let's have a look at lemon. Ooh, that's nice. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to this end, scarlet. Oh yeah, I love that. Look at the brilliant red. There's a big difference between them two colours, isn't there? Bit of purple. Look at that turquoise, oh my god. Imagine it if you was doing a peacock or something. Oh wow, isn't that amazing? Do you remember when you was a kid and you had like them magic painting books where it all looked black and white, and then you got a paintbrush and you just put it in water, and then the picture magically came to life in all colours, you know? This is just like that. Brilliant. So what I'm going to do now is, because I can definitely see the colours there, what I want to do is, now I'm going to spray this centre bit I'll tell you what, it shows you, doesn't it, how you've got to be really careful with the shaking of your paints, because look how all these tiny little bits of colour in the middle, which I never would have guessed that they would have been there. I didn't put them there. So what I'm going to do is, I can't really see this white leaf green properly, so I'm going to sprinkle some. Not much came out, but happens there. Obviously, when you look on other people's ones, everything just suddenly flows like magic, and it's a wonderful effect. Perhaps I haven't sprayed enough water down. You can see I've stuck this piece of paper down with masking tape, but it's not the best because it's still risen here in places. Right, so let's have a little bit more yellow. It's amazing, isn't it? You know, as I said at the beginning, you know, I want you to see what it's like when you first get it. I want to be like you, how you're going to feel when you first get it, as to, you know, especially if you've seen all the videos and they've made it look so easy and everything. Well, you know, I would have thought that during this, when I did that last bit, because I'd already put the water down, that you would have seen this lovely reaction really, really quickly. But I'm not seeing that here at all. You can also dissolve this, you know, and do it into a palette and add water to it and use it a traditional way with a paintbrush. Hasn't just got to be done in this way. Apparently you can use it on material, but only for decorative purposes. You can use it on glass, you know, there's a thickener that you can buy, there's loads of different stuff. So what should we do now? So let's have a look here. So we got dark brown down there. Right. So what happens if we put a little bit dark brown near this lemon? Not a lot, not a lot. That's it, that's I just haven't used enough. You know that old thing about, you know, it's boring, it's like watching paint dry. Do you know what? Watching paint dry is just so not boring. Not in my little world anyway. I'm going to have a little play. I'm doing this because I want to feel comfortable, so that when I go to do a proper piece of artwork, I feel comfortable about what I'm doing. And I think that's really important. That's all looking really, really good like that. Now I've actually got some clear water here as well. Tell you what I'm going to do, because there seems to be a lot of turquoise there. I'm just going to screw that up and do that with it, so that when I go like that, it will just naturally soak it all up. Yeah, that's soaking. See, look at that. Suppose you could paint with that, couldn't you? Really? Should we just see what happens if can you transfer it? Not really. I suppose you could if you had more on there. I like to try out different things because you never know. You never know. Right, okay, so do make sure that you have lots of kitchen roll. I just buy the cheap version because you know you're gonna get through it with this. You really are. Right, so I want to pretend that there's a flower here. Okay, so let's see if I can turn something into a flower. If I can just see where I put the paintbrushes. Sorry if my sound's gone down. There you go. Let's see if I can manipulate this a little bit. Just gonna make my paintbrush wet first. Right, so what should I do? Oh, there you go. See, I can move that around, keep on painting with it. I always say, waste not, want not, when it comes to paint. So if I can do something else with it, I always will. When I'm doing acrylic paint, if I've got any acrylic paint left over, I grab a canvas, blank canvas, and I throw it all over. Use it as an undercoat, and quite often that will actually influence as well as to how it dries and what I see in it. Look at it. Now, I wonder what would happen if I get the yellow. Where's the yellow? There's the yellow. And I sprinkle that in the middle. I know it said on the box that you should use the light colours first before the darker. Does that make any difference? Not really. So yeah, you really do need to make sure that you get the the lighter colours down first. And this is where you learn it, on a practice piece of paper like this. This is interesting, what's been happening over here. It's hard to believe that that was actually black. It definitely is. Can't believe I've gone so many years of my life as an artist without this stuff. Love it. Look how nice it went when it went like that. beautiful colours. This leaf green is a bit, yeah, I just needed a bit more water earlier. I say if you use too many colours it can become quite murky, so I'm not expecting this to be too great. I'm just looking to see how things go together, and it'll inspire me when I'm looking at this when it's dry for my next art projects. And I'm looking to see what colour I want to use if I can't make my mind up. Just a little bit of silliness. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Don't be fooled into thinking Janette's an artist, because trust me, my artwork needs a lot to be desired sometimes. I just felt like I wanted to have a little play. Yay! What's going on there? I'll take a picture of that round the other way, so you can see it, how it was, how I was seeing that then. I'll show you art. Yeah. Right, okay, so there you go. So nothing fantastic happened, but then I wasn't trying to make anything too fantastic happen, to be quite honest. I wanted to cut my teeth on a clean piece of paper with my new paints, see how they're going to work, give me an idea of what colour range I've got as well. Yep, I'm happy with that. The wax, I don't know if I've got a bit that's dry. That's the problem with wearing gloves, you can't tell what's dry. I'm going to see it here, so if I do a spiral, a kind of thing, and then I will sprinkle it with, what colour shall I use this time, ladies? Purple. See me getting through a lot of this purple. Now, by rights, I can't tell if it's dry because I've got gloves on. Hopefully, we'll be able to see how it's resisted. Spritz the bottle's a bit temperamental. What's happening there, anything? Curious as to what happens when it's already dry, when it starts reacting again. I am going to leave that as it is, and I'm going to let it dry on its own. I did watch a few videos, but I don't want to go around doing what other people have done. I'm going to take the phone off, pardon my fingers a minute, off the holder. Right, okay, I can see the lights getting there a little bit. Now, as you can see, and colours are very, very vibrant. going to take a while to dry. Now, earlier on you saw me mucking about and I said, oh, I'll take a picture of that afterwards. Can you see me little dancer there? Hang on, just need to move this out of the way first. Right. See my little angel-y fairy. Oh, look in the left hand corner. Now from here, obviously I'm looking at it sideways now. When I look through the camera, that reminds me of a Native American who's got a headscarf, bandana. Definitely a face there. Oh, I love stuff like this. And I'm very curious as to what it's all going to look like when it's dry. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I just realised I can't remember which way round it went. So I'm going to, if you just bear with me a moment. So, back again. What would I give these paints out of 10? For the colours that they make and how quickly they made them colours appear on the paper, I would give it 10 out of 10. For usability, I struggled a little bit there. I think you saw that. So I will have to look at my own story to see what I can do to actually make them work good for me, rather than go straight onto a canvas and create this wonderful picture. Well, first of all, I need to work out how to make it work for me. So for usability, at the moment, I would probably give it, as far as how it's inspiring me, probably about 7 out of 10. So, okay. You'll have to let me know what you think. Please remember, if you like watching all my little videos, if you subscribe to my channel, it'll be absolutely brilliant, and you'll be notified if you choose the option to be notified, because you don't have to. You can decline to be notified whenever a new video has been added. Thanks for watching. Bye.